Hello friends, this is Swapnil Kharche and I hope you liked my previous video, and the videos are available on Swapnil Kharche Photography Katta on YouTube as well. So today I've got a couple of things basic on the DSLR, how do we operate DSLR. So today I've got this simple basic DSLR with me which is Canon 550D, and I just want to start with this DSLR basic operations today. But before we start discussing anything on this gadget, I just wanted to let you know that I would seek people, not to drive from Mumbai to Pune. Rather, they should learn how to use accelerator, brake, and clutch, so that whichever location they want to drive, they should be able to drive, whether it's Pune, Nasik, or Delhi. So what we are going to do in this session is we are going to learn how to use shutter speed, aperture and ISO, and how do you make effective combinations to get the beautiful picture or the wow effect in the picture. So here I go, friends. As I said, this is Canon 550D, and you just need to press this button to take this lens off. So this is your lens, which is your 18mm to 55mm. So when we call, friends, mm it's nothing but your focal length distance, and that's the distance between your lens and the sensor. So yeah, I've got this body. There is a button on this to make this on, and then you can switch it off. And just make sure that you have kept these two buttons, like the first button, it is on the autofocus mode, and the second one is for the stabilizer, wherein you get an option of on and off. So I have made it on so that the image should be stable. Guys, this is the lens cap, which I'll always recommend to keep in the back pocket of your jeans. Otherwise, there are highly chances of misplacing this lens cap. So I always keep it in the back pocket, but that helps me a lot. And as you know, like we have seen in the last session different parts of the camera. Now today we will be discussing on the shutter speed, aperture and then ISO, and how do I use these three functions all together to manage the light so that I get the better quality picture. So one thing is that for understanding of the shutter speed, you have to know what is dead stop point. So until unless you understand what is the meaning of dead stop point, you won't be able to understand what exactly the technicalities behind the shutter speed. Similarly, to understand aperture, you should be knowing the depth of field concept. So there are two parallel things. For shutter speed, you have dead stop point, and for aperture you have depth of field. And for ISO is just a sensitivity of your sensor. So how sensitive you will have to make. That's a configurable parameter wherein you set the ISO readings. If the ISO is 100, probably you are setting your sensor with less sensitive characteristic, and if you are going with a higher ISO, that means you have your sensor is very sensitive to the light. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Bye bye.